You're worried about your cat and you're wanting to know if you need to see a vet straight away or can it wait. I've worked in telehealth for years and I've coached lots of people over the phone how to make some simple checks on their cat that can really help determine how urgent it is. But first, you need to know this. There's some situations that make it more urgent. If your cat's really old, they're going to be more prone to things like dehydration, becoming unwell. Do they have any other underlying health issues that you know of that can definitely contribute to how sick they are? Are they on medication, things like that? Is it really hot weather? That can affect their dehydration levels. Are they still eating? Because cats will get moisture in their food. Obviously, cats can't talk, so we get little clues on the physical examination. We do the full check, nose to tail. Despite what problem you've come in with, we will always do a full check the same way every time so we don't miss anything, because cats unfortunately like to collect problems. We just want to make sure we're not missing something crucial. So you can see the full physical examination here. You can skip that part if it's more urgent for you and not wanting to see the whole thing. One of the most important things you can do is just let them acclimatize. So they're just inherently going to be stressed because they're at the vet. So if you can really give them enough time. First part of the physical exam is weighing them. Let me see what you weigh. It's a really important indicator of how they're going, so make sure I record that. And then definitely like to give them some treats and make it a bit more pleasant for them. Okay. It's a greenie, it's good for helping clean their teeth. So we do what's called, well, we do a distant exam first. We watch their mobility and how they're moving about the clinic. They never walk normally here because they're scared. And then we do a close exam, nose to tail. So we always do it in the same way every time so we don't miss anything. So starting with the nose, the mouth. It's always good to look in the mouth because cats can sometimes have string stuck under the tongue or ulcers on their tongue. Checking the lymph nodes. Oh, sweetheart. And then looking at the eyes. A lot of cats will have eye discharge. Maisie has allergies, so she's got a dirty nose. Ears, waxy ears, but they're not inflamed. There's my stethoscope. So often I'll have their parent standing there, distracting them, making them feel more comfortable. Listen to their heart. Got a soft heart murmur. It's been picked up and checked before by a cardiologist. So I'm not stressed about it. And feel how hydrated they are, so a gentle skin tint should snap back quickly. In cats, it's really important to feel their kidneys. Oh, darling. I'll give them a break if they need it. Feeling their bladder, intestines. You're full of poop. Is that a mess? And I know. And then this primordial pouch is normal. And feeling how well muscled they are. And then I usually let them go. There you go. Have a wander. The one thing you can do at home, I'm going to get my reluctant volunteer. Sorry, Buffy. She's really worried about what I'm going to do. I'm sorry, Buffy. So I'm just going to show you. It's okay. Oh, sweetie. So skin tenting. So you want to hide? Go and hide. Oh, sweetie. So we just grab a little bit of skin above the shoulder, gentle twist and let go straight away. You can see that hers is slightly prolonged. She is an older cat, so it will naturally have less elastic skin and will be a bit slower. Good girl. Do you want some treats? Thank you for demonstrating. Sorry I stressed you out. Thanks, Buffy. But it's just a really simple, quick check you can do at home. It doesn't hurt. So this is actually the side. Oh, Buffy, you want to go? My boy's sick today. he's a lot quieter than usual. He hasn't even tried to go outside like he normally does. He's got a little outdoor enclosure. Hey, mate. But you can see he's still responsive. He still wakes up when I make noises. And let's do the skin tenting check on him. So it is a little bit slow. So you gently pull. You can see it just, it should normally be like, but it's, so it's very mild dehydration. It would be around 5% of his body weight. I'm going to now demonstrate how to do some help for him. So I actually thought the timing was funny because I was going to use him as a demonstrator just for the video I was recording yesterday anyway, and then he had diarrhea. Poor thing. I don't know why he's got diarrhea. There's lots of different possible causes. As Susan Kane, cat vet, says, it's just their go-to clinical sign for any different number of things. So here I'm gonna demonstrate how to give some water by a syringe, what not to do as well. I happen to have syringes lying around the house that I get from work to have for this sort of situation, but you can just buy them from your pharmacy. Next time you're in at your vet, just ask them for one. They're really cheap, designed for single use. But this sort of situation, when you're not sterile, the mouth is not sterile, you can just actually wash and dry them as normal. So what I was meaning was, don't go straight back in the throat. There is a small chance of going down the lungs. You'd have to try really hard to accidentally do that. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to demonstrate with Nico this way. Maisie. Maisie in the background wanted to be in the video as well, but she's pretty sprightly today, which is great. So the way I always do it is make sure they're in a comfortable position. Sometimes I'll have them actually up on a table backing in towards me, but Nico's comfortable, so I'm going to work with this. He's actually usually pretty good with things like tableting, so I'm not super worried that'll be really difficult. If you are, you can get a friend, family member, wrap the cat up like a sushi so they can't fight and run away. It is just a gentle, like an anxiety, like a weighted blanket, a bit calming for them, and it will help you get it done faster, so it's overall less stressful. So I make sure I come from behind. One, they can't see you, and it just gives you more control, and you know you're only going to be going sideways at that side right angle, not backwards. So you don't need to open their mouth. You actually just find the little, he's even lifted it himself for me, find the little split in their lips, and he's like, oh my gosh, I am a bit dehydrated. He's just licking it up. I'm just gently compressing, like squeezing that syringe, and he's actually just willingly taking it because he is a bit dehydrated. He actually just went and had a big drink of water. And he's not a big water drinker at the best of times. He's on a urinary food, mostly wet food, so he gets most of his water in his diet. Do you want any more? I don't force it. I just go with them, and you can see he's not wanting any more. He's had about only about a mil. It feels like a lot more, I think, because he's just had a big drink of water. He's not needing much. So the way to work this out, like how much is safe to give, they're probably not going to tolerate more than 3 to 5 mils. They might not even tolerate any. But the way to work out their normal amount of water intake that they need is you have an idea of what their rough weight is. He was about 5.5 kilos when I last weighed him. A little bit overweight, but not too bad. But say you've got a 5 kilo cat. The normal water intake for one day, not including anything in their food, is 40 to 60 mils per kilo per 24 hours per day. So 5 kilo cat, say 50 mils per kilo per day, 250 mils over a 24-hour period. You're going to divide that into, say, 25 hours just to make the math a little bit easier. I'd say 10 mils an hour. So it's going to be slightly under 10 mils it's not an exact thing. So say 9 mils an hour, you wouldn't be doing more than that. I don't think you're going to be able to anyway. But yeah, every half an hour, try and get 2 to 4 mils in, depending on what your cat weighs. Anything that you can do to get it in, to get some more fluid into their diet will help. And you can then retest your skin tint a little bit later and just see, has it made any difference? Because that's the other thing. If you're waiting for a vet appointment tomorrow, or if you haven't yet booked it and you're just weighing it up right now, you can try some of these simple things and see, does it make a difference? Do they keep it down? If they're just immediately vomiting all that fluid up, or you can't get anything in, and you've tried a few times, a few different like low stress techniques, that's another sign you really need to go and get some help from your vet. I hope Nico feels better soon. It's so stressful when they're sick. I really do understand. When I'm the pet parent, yeah, I really do lose some of my ability to think clearly and my vet brain on, and because we do have to, it's such an emotional job. Okay, bye. We do really have to think about, like, put ourselves kind of, remove the emotion, kind of, you're in work mode, you know, you've got to be the strong one if the person's really upset and not thinking clearly. But yeah, but I totally get it. When I'm their parent, when my pet is sick, my cat is sick, I will not hesitate to ask for help from my colleagues, because I would do the same for them, and I know how hard it is, how stressful it is. So I really hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.